one, the Datasaurus thing, is hard to show it properly, but if you look closely, the data points are totally changing, but mean on the x-axis, mean on the y-axis, variance on the x-axis, and and variance on the y-axis stay the same. And this is with all of these data points. So the beauty of statistics is that you can make anything you like out of it. Even this dinosaur has the same stats as the slant down thing. So 54, 47 to 79, 77, 20. Yep, same thing. So the beauty of statistics. Statistics magic. There's something weird going on. Sometimes it's transitioning much faster as well. Yeah, how the stats are displayed can be much improved. Can we have a more standardized way of displaying the stats? I'm thinking, distribution graph. Okay, so we would like to use some library for visualizing the statistics, the raw data, like a scatter plot with an average indicator, a box plot, and the Violin plot of the data. Okay, so Plotly is a good choice. Plotly is a great choice, isn't it? So we're using Plotly.js, visualization, scatter plot, box plot, and Violin plot. Live updates, we're using Plotly animate function. So that sounds amazing. Yeah, so we would like the box plot to be in the middle, so we can actually see how it's not changing while the scatter plot and the Violin plot are changing when selecting a different data set. Yeah, live updates and transitions sounds good. So yes, it is worth talking to your chatbot as a real human for best results. Pretend it's a real expert or something. Also, another thing is, can we fix so everything that the Plotly chart, we would like to have it on top instead of that canvas that we currently have. Can you do that? Also, we would like to fix the y-axis to not jump around, so for it always to be a fixed value, so I guess between 0 to 100. Yeah, that would be a very silly question. But why the box plot for dino and for dots is so different? Yeah, this thing is super smart. So when, I don't know, teachers say how it cannot be used for educational purposes and stuff, well, yeah, think again. That the original idea is that the box plot for each dataset will be exactly the same. So shall we change the box plot to show mean instead of median, and standard deviation instead of quartiles? This is great. So first of all, this is awesome. Don't change anything. Don't change the core functionality. This is great. We just want to improve a bit the... Okay, couple of quick things. First of all, the show quartiles button, can it appear below the box plot, so it's actually clear that it only belongs to the box plot? maybe just place it under the Plotly chart. That should be fine. Now the second point is transitions work really well on the scatter plot, but is it also possible to do the transition on the other plots as well? As the dot points change on the scatter plot, can all the other displays, the other charts and the statistics change as the points are moving, or is it going to be too heavy on the browser? Yeah, maybe it's not such a bad idea when it's going over the entire code to make a single change. Well, because hopefully it's then checking that nothing else is breaking. So again, I thought the code limit is about 700 lines or so. Why didn't you finish generating? Okay, now it's going places. It's going places. Should we stop it now or let it go? Well, first let's see if it completes the... no, it did not. Okay, what's up with that? It's just weird. Okay, actually well, so far so good. Yeah, these buttons don't really look like buttons. Okay, might start a new chat. Okay, so can you open a new code canvas and edit the following script based on the instructions in the comments below? Yeah, we don't expect it to be any shorter than about 350 lines. You can do it. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy slow. Yeah, I understand now why it placed the button there. Yeah, okay, a couple things. The transition might be a bit too slow. The button location is not great. Can we move the show quartiles button below the plots, below the 3 plots? The Violin plot data doesn't fit, does it? Can you explain? It looks a bit like it doesn't fit the screen. Can you explain what's happening there? Looks like it doesn't fit between the 0 and 100, even though it should. Oh, and the main thing, so the transition works on the scatter plot, even though it might be a bit too slow, but the transition doesn't seem to happen with the other output data. It seemed to be changing instantly instead of slowly transitioning. Can you explain in the chat as well? And in the chat, explain how would you modify the code. So I started a new chat that might actually help. It's actually editing the code now. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Everything is working great, but Yet the transition is super slow. Or wait, doesn't happen at all. It's not transition. It's not transitioning. So only the scatter plot is transitioning at the moment. Can you explain in the chat what's going on? Okay, we do want to fix that error. That's starting to hallucinate on us already, or while it's generating, go check out the tools on bionicchaos.com. Meant to be this search function that we implemented yesterday and today. Still testing it, but it allows you to filter the tools based on only EEG, ECG, and PPG, so heart, anything heart related. Imaging, well, that I don't know why it's not actually working well. Game's not showing anything. Vision is good. Hearing is good. And you have a free search. Yeah, it will stop working if you have something in the text box. Anyway, check it out. I didn't actually modify. You didn't actually modify the code. Okay, now you're actually editing. Sometimes it forgets to actually edit. Okay, it broke something. It broke something. Revert. Revert again. When did the button stop working? What? Okay, now it's super slow. How many? 65 megabytes in the browser, that should be fine. It's just the transition is super slow. Something happened to... yeah. I'm not sure what's up. Okay, by default, it's not showing quartiles, it's showing... wait. Okay, I keep finding. Is that median? Yeah, that's median. And quartiles. And this one meant to be mean. This code is the best version we have. So I would like to stick to this one. Can you explain the code in like few sentences? Okay, so it's added some checks that the data actually exists in the scatter plot. I'm sure this would not make things worse. Hey, can you explain why the transition is happening for the scatter plot but not for the other data displays? I expect, for example, the Violin plot should also change as the data points move during transition animation. Why does this chatbot seem to have attitude when it's talking? But that's okay. Well, I like a bit of attitude, don't we? Okay, that doesn't work. In this case, yeah, the animation is only happening. Okay, so I think we hit some sort of limit in terms of what we can do. Yeah, there's a few bugs. The transition, the animation. Oh, that stopped working as well. Yeah, at this code length, it's like fixing one thing and breaking another. So might stop it right there, the last point where it was actually working well. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. So we have the code. Yeah, once you get to that 350 lines of code mark, yeah, things tend to go places. Okay, now it's working. Okay, let's test. Yeah, that animation is only happening for the scatter plot. But we already have 80 megabytes in the browser, in the tab. Yeah, so we might leave it at that. Now this button is important. It's more important than the animation on and off. Actually, might try something else. Can we actually get rid of plot animation in the code? If it's not, it's only working for one of the plots, but not all of them. We might as well get rid of it. Get rid of any animations in the code. I don't understand how this works. It works so well on some occasions. Yeah, it's working really well overall. Some description at the bottom of the page. But please don't tell me that every time we need a new change, we need to start a new chat as well. Okay, so that works. Okay, now it's much quicker as well. Hey, can you explain what this web application does in the chat alone? So only text. I would eventually like to edit at the bottom of the page, including future directions, some of the theory behind it. I mean, we already have a link to the Wikipedia page. Okay, can we add this explanation at the bottom of the HTML page? And also give a general overview of how it's relevant to biomedical data